So, infection. When someone has an infection, whether it's acute or chronic, it's because your system is either toxic or tired or nutritionally deficient. In some way, you have allowed for that bug to come in and set up shop and create a nice home for itself and throw a big party and hide from the immune system and just start to wear your system down. Now, in the last 50, 60 years in the United States, less people die of infection than they used to. At one point, infection, for a long time, infection was the number one reason why people died. But because we now have clean water and sewer, public health, that's the reason why we don't have chronic infection killing people, or acute infection killing people the way that it used to. And then we also have had antibiotics, medications to treat when someone does have an infection that's starting to overwhelm their system. But as we all know, we've kind of mismanaged the use of antibiotics, and now the bugs have, some of the bacteria have become resistant to the antibiotics. But the deciding factor is always your own immune system. You can have 5 people all exposed to the same virus or bacteria. And why is it that not everyone gets the infection? And why is it that not everyone, that their immune system can be overwhelmed by the infection? It's the host. It's the state of your system. It's the state of your being that determines whether or not that infection is going to overwhelm your system, or if it's just going to be sort of a duel that goes on for a very long time as that bug continues to live off of your system. So there's a part of your immune system called the innate immune system. And the innate immune system are your first responders. And your first responders you need to keep a nice army built up. And they also need to be nice and strong and vital and healthy and able to do their job. And so these concepts in natural medicine, herbal medicine, that type of stuff, Chinese medicine, have been utilized for centuries, if not longer. And we're going to need to bring some of those ideas back. And in my practice, that the idea is prevention, to take the host and clean the person up and make some lifestyle changes and reignite your immune system to be stronger and maybe get to the point where it can identify and then fight a chronic infection that could be created in the disease process. Or there are times when someone gets an acute infection where they either they did pick up a new bug and they're trying to fight it off, or their system just got down and they allowed an acute exacerbation of a bug or virus, something that they've had in their system for years and years. And so it's not always easy to know, but we do know that there are certain things like the chicken pox that get into your system and never leaves, and it just has to be held in check. And that particular virus is held in check. What the determining factor, from what I can see and the way I've practiced, is that it's the calcium level that's in your blood. You have to have ionized calcium in your blood for your immune system to keep that virus in check. So that's something very simple that can be done, but it has to be a special type of calcium. Most calcium is in a form that is very hard to digest and utilize and get enough in your bloodstream so that your immune system can actually utilize it in a proper way. So when it comes to strengthening the innate immune system and the products that I utilize, there are quite a few choices that I have, a lot of choices that I have, but there are 2 basic products that I look at that kind of form the core of what I do to strengthen an innate immune response. And the first is from MediHerb, and it's Echinacea Premium. It comes in a liquid or a tablet form. In a liquid form, I feel like it's probably just a little bit stronger, but some people have a hard time taking it in a liquid form. But it's standardized to what are called alkylamides, and alkylamides are the phytochemistry that actually has the impact on your immune response. The second product is standard process, and it's called Thymex. And Thymex is a product that stimulates your thymus gland and, from what I can tell, your bone marrow and your spleen to mature and produce more white blood cells. And those products, the reason I use them is because they work. They're clinically proven to do the job. So if we go through an exam and determine that part of the issue for either the fact that you're getting sick all the time and you would like to try and stop that, or you're having what I can see is a chronic infection, those are the products that I might utilize to help strengthen your immune system to overcome those chronic infections.